Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.
So after this amazing darshan, live darshan from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, who graced us today and gave wonderful initiation on how to cognize our first person and infusing Paramashiva's first person into our first person, making us realize the Paramasatya, the ultimate truth of Paramadvaita. So after this powerful initiation, it is best to straight away jump into power manifestation session so that this energy of Shaktipada, all these powerful cognitions and initiations become a permanent part of our system. It gets grounded and really seeps into our deepest inner space so that we continue to manifest it forever and ever. So let's now enter into the power manifestation session. Today, as you all know, we are manifesting the power of Ashtamahashaktis, the 8 divine powers revealed by Paramashiva himself in Vedas and Agamas, and now being revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. He has in fact initiated all of us into manifesting these powers. So in this round, we will be manifesting one of the powers, one of the Ashtamahashaktis, the power of Mahima, that is increasing the size of an object. So let's all get ready to manifest this power.
Yes, these are the great powers as they have been displayed throughout the Puranas and Itihasas by the great beings, the Mahapurushas and legends. These powers, when manifested through the initiation, they have a great benefit not only for you, but also for your consciousness. Shaktis, as manifested through the oneness experience, they really ground you in that Nirvikalpa Samadhi and expand your consciousness. So let us enter into the Pramana first.
Yes. So let's take a quick look at the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural evidence for this power of Mahima. In fact, for all the powers, Ashtamaha Shaktis. The Shastra Pramana comes from the Shiva Samhita, which is a part of the Vedas themselves, comes from the 5th chapter, verse 76 to 78. And the verses read as, Maranam khadyate tena sakena pina khadyate tasya syat parama siddhir animadi guna prada vayusanacharate dehe rasavriddhir bhavedruvam akasha pankajagala prityushamapi vardhate. The translation: death is eaten by him. He is eaten by none. He manifests the highest powers such as Anima, Lahima, Mahima, etc. The Vayu, that is the wind energy, moves equally throughout his body. The juices of his body also are increased, rasa vriddhi. The nectar exuding from the ethereal lotus, Akasha Pankaja, also increases in him. So these verses are directly from Paramashiva, where he gives the context of these powers of Ashtamaha Shaktis and how a person who manifests these powers also manifests other characteristics, beautiful characteristics, which are exemplary of the person manifesting the enlightenment and manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. So without further ado, let us now get ready to manifest this power of increasing the size of an object. So let us all take an object. It may be a smaller object so that it's easy for us to measure and compare the sizes before and after the power manifestation session. But of course, it's not needed that you only stick to a smaller object. If you're able to take measurement properly, definitely you can go for anything you want. So let us all keep the object ready and also keep a weighing scale ready. Of course, it's easy if we have a small object because we'll have a handy weighing scale maybe in the kitchen. Or if you don't have a weighing scale at all, you can use a proxy for it. The weighing scale estimator. Or if you don't have a weighing machine at all, you can simply use the size as the measurement. You can simply take the size of the object using a measuring tape, using the distance to the height. Or if you don't measure tape, you can just take a piece of paper and draw this mark the size of the object. So let's all get ready to manifest this power.
Make sure you also start your video recording. So you have the personal experience from this power. Make sure you record even during the preliminary measuring of your object and process capture this out of the video.
Yes. So sit cross-legged on the floor. Or if you're not comfortable on the floor, use a chair as well. And keep your head, neck, and spine in a straight. Visualize Swami, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is Paramashiva himself, in your third eye. Visualize Paramashiva himself has come down from Kailasa as Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva. Remember Swamiji in your third eye. Sit with this powerful cognition and meditate on it. Think intensely that you are Nitya. Anything else you think as your identity is mere illusion. Just drop it. You are Nityananda Paramashiva. Only Nityananda Paramashiva. Holding the space of absolute unknowing. This absolute you'll be manifesting the state of Paramashiva. Complete completion in your space. Manifest the space of Paramashiva. Oneness to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Intensely vibrating with the Mahavakya, Ajapa Ajapa of Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, and deep feeling connection with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. So we hope you have turned on the video recording while you're manifesting this power. Let's all take the initial measurement quickly. Let's take a minute and take the initial measurement, and then we will be entering into the power manifestation. Let's all quickly take the initial measurement of the object on which we are going to manifest this power. Yes. So let's now prepare for the power manifestation round. During the power manifestation, we will be connecting with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by chanting the Mahavakya, connecting with Swamiji, from the space of oneness, invoking the space of oneness with Swamiji, visualizing him in your third eye. And then from that space of oneness, holding this powerful declaration for the size of the object to increase. And while you're continuously chanting the Mahavakya, make sure you hold that space for the size of the object to increase. So make a strong declaration from the space of oneness that the size of the object should increase, and hold that space while you are chanting Mahavakya continuously. So we will be playing the Mahavakya and you can chant along with the audio. So hopefully you have all taken the measurement. So we will be straight away entering into the power manifestation.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham
Yes, you can all now relax. And now let's take another measurement of the object. If you have measured the weight, you can take the weight again, a weight measurement again. And if you have measured the size, you can take the same measurement and compare to verify the power manifestation. So let's all quickly take another measurement. Yes. So for all those who have successfully manifested this power of Mahima, who saw a significant change or even a minor change in the measurements, congratulations for manifesting this power. And even for those who might not have seen a significant change in the measurement, that's okay. There's nothing to feel disheartened about, because the more you manifest this power, more and more you'll get grounded in the space of oneness, more and more completion will happen with your SDHD, with your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. And from that space of completion, as it grows, you will see that you will be manifesting more and more power. So it's just a matter of time, because you're already initiated. There's nothing new that has to be done. So just completing with the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial through manifesting more and more. Just ferociously keep on manifesting the powers. And then you'll see that soon, very soon, you will be actually manifesting more and more power. So it's also time now to head over to social media platforms and share your experiences of this power manifestation session. You can also share your experiences of the live darshan today, the clicks you had, the uh, energy of the whole darshan, of how you experienced it, and how Swamiji blessed you and showered boons on you. So head over to the social media platforms, enrich other people, invite them also to experience the same and join Paramashivoham Level 2. They can register at paramashivoham.org, and make sure you use the mandatory hashtags while you're posting on social media. Hashtags, hashtag Kailasa, hashtag Nityananda, and hashtag Paramashivoham. So with this, we now come to the end of this power manifestation session. Next, we will be moving over to the section which we left midway just before we switched to the live darshan. We were going through the segment on everything is auspicious, Mangala, Shiva, how everything that we experience as life, good, bad, right, wrong, everything is fundamentally auspicious. It is good. So let's now continue with that section.
Yes, this is the fundamental understanding that you are being initiated into once you receive the Shiva Diksha, turning your life around 180 degrees from the vicious cycle when you feel that everything is a curse, everything that externally decides your life, so to say, is a curse. And you feel all the obstacles, they are there. And the people in your life, they are against you. When you understand that everything is auspicious, all of a sudden, the relationships, which seem to be difficult, they are great teachers for you. The accidents that happen are coincidences for you. You are able to learn from the things that you have to overcome through the will persistence, like Bhagirata. Through the will persistence, you will manifest greatness.
Yes.
Everything will turn out auspicious.
Yes, in fact, you will understand that everything only adds something to you. It only helps you evolve more and more. Even your enemy adds something to you. So there is nothing fundamentally negative about existence, because everything is auspicious. Everything is helping you move more and more closer towards manifesting Paramashivatva. So as Swamiji was explaining during the whole powerful cognitions about everything being auspicious, he also says, Swamiji says, that the truth is that there are too many miracles happening all around us all the time in our lives. If we celebrate the three things, the existence of the self, the world, and God, we will experience the whole of existence as a blessing that is happening continuously. So what does Swamiji mean, really? He explains that when you celebrate the existence of the self, of God, and world, all three will reveal their mysteries to you. So this is not really a moral advice which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving to us. It is a spiritual technique. So how to manifest this, how to actually realize this in our day-to-day life? First step that Swamiji gives is You will never be able to realize or understand yourself until you accept yourself and celebrate what you are. As long as you fight with what you are, you will never be able to realize what you really are.
Yes, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism so beautifully explained today, that growing up in this temple ecosystem where at least 300 days of the year there's a celebration going on, the celebration of life really opens up the sweetness, brings out the juice and everything. All of a sudden, even the most grumpiest person in your life will be dear to you. You will be able to open up to the people and see the goodness in everything that is happening.
Yes. And what does it mean by accepting yourself completely and celebrating who you really are? Usually we carry two identities within ourselves, right? So one is the outer world identity and the other is the inner world identity. The outer world identity is what we present to the world as how we want the world to see us, how we want to be recognized, and how we want to present ourselves. That is the outer world identity. This identity will always be much more than who we really are, because we are always trying to project something and get recognition from the world. So it will always be inflated. It will always be more than who we really are. Now, what about the inner world identity? The inner world identity is what we believe we really are from within. This identity will usually be much less than what we actually are. This is what we refer to as the low self-esteem. Because when we have a conversation with ourselves internally, it is never really a powerful conversation. We are all filled with self-doubt and self-hatred and self-denial. We all have this low self-esteem that we are not worthy of, whatever. And we are not really up to the mark. There is some problem with us, and we keep on comparing ourselves to others. And because of this low self-esteem, the image or the identity we carry within ourselves, the way we really believe as who we are from within, it is always lower than who we really are. That is the low self-esteem. And our whole life is nothing but a fight between these two identities, the inner world identity and the outer world identity. There's always a tension between these two identities, and whole life we keep on fighting between these two. You constantly try to fulfill your outer world identity, and this is in conflict with the inner world identity, because deep within we don't even think we are worthy of that. But outer world, in front of outer world, we always projecting much more than who we really are, and we always try to justify that, protect that, make sure that is always protected and sustained. So this whole life we are fighting. This fight goes on and on and on. The struggle between you and you, the struggle between these two identities eats your whole life. It is time to stop this struggle now. It is time to just celebrate whatever you are. Just accept and celebrate whatever you are, and you will see that slowly you realize the real self. Self-realization is postponed again and again only because of the fight between these two identities. The moment you stop the fight between these two identities, you will see that both of them disappear into the realization. Both of these identities will dissolve into the self-realization, the real self, when you realize your real self. So what is the key here? Just accept whatever you are. Stop this fight which is going on and eating your life. Stop this fight, rest, and accept yourself and celebrate yourself as you are, whatever you are.
As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been again and again telling us throughout the last few days, just sit with your first person and get absorbed into the real first person of all of us, which is Paramashiva. If you just sit with your first person and really see the source without any judgments, without any expectation, any conclusions, you just sit with your true self, it will open up to you. It will explode in you, as a matter of fact.
Yes. And the two identities exist only because of the non-acceptance in you. It is only because of this non-acceptance. You don't accept yourself as you are. Because of this non-acceptance, these two identities exist. You give life to these both identities because of your non-acceptance. So just accept whatever you are in the outer world and in the inner world. Accept, complete acceptance. Just accept and say a deep yes to you as you are. Suddenly you will see that both these identities have no utility or purpose for you. You don't need to spend so much effort, so much energy in keeping these identities afloat, because both of these identities are false. They are merely a fiction. They have been created by you, by your mind, and you're protecting this fiction all your life. So when you accept yourself, when you stop this fight, when you relax from this fight, you will see that both of these identities will simply dissolve into your real self. And they simply disappear. They leave your body. They disappear from your very inner space. Then you accept and celebrate yourself as it is. You understand that you neither need to develop the self in the outer world, nor do you need to develop it in the inner world. Out of this understanding, suddenly you will see that the self, the real self, will be realized. So that is the power of acceptance. And with acceptance, naturally comes celebration of life. Even today, during the darshan, Swamiji stressed upon this fact of celebration, which is the core of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, celebrating each and every aspect of our life, bringing every aspect into life and celebrating it. That happens if you look at yourself, how to celebrate yourself, your own existence. It starts with the key of acceptance, complete acceptance. Now, this is about the self, celebrating the self. Now, two parts are still left, celebrating the world and celebrating God. In the next step, we come to the celebration of the world. Understand that all the difficulties and problems between you and the world are because you do not look at the world as a mystery. You continuously try to demystify the world with your logic. You try to understand the world with your intellect instead of celebrating it, accepting it, and enjoying it. Now, what do we mean? You analyze, you segregate, and you try to, compartmentalize and dissect each and everything that you see in the world, and you try to bring it under your control. It is not possible to achieve this. It is too vast and too intelligent. You can't control the world through your intellect, through your understanding. You can't box the world into, put the world into this box or that box using your logic. Our logic is too small to understand the world, the vastness of the world. It is meant to be enjoyed and not analyzed. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, an enlightened master from India, the guru of Swami Vivekananda, he tells a beautiful story. He says, two men entered a mango grove. One of them sat and counted the number of trees. He studied the variations in their size, the number of branches, density of leaves, and number of mangoes across the trees. He tried to determine the variety of mangoes. He thought about where they would sell and what would be the cost, etc. The other man simply ate a few mangoes, enjoyed himself, and then left. So let this sink in, the difference between these two men and the behaviors. When you have entered the world, understand you have entered the mango grove. If you continuously use your logic to analyze and judge and try to bring things under your control, you will miss the whole thing. Swamiji says, I have seen people who can't enjoy a resort unless it is owned by them. They can't enjoy anything unless it is legally owned by them. Their logic has to conquer things. Only then they can enjoy anything. It is the saddest part. Your logic does not have to conquer everything. You don't need to own things to enjoy them. Trying to understand the world is nothing but trying to intellectually own the world, of the whole of existence, the whole world. Trying to understand intellectually is also nothing but trying to possess, trying to control, and trying to own intellectually. It is also a power hunger. So you will never be able to celebrate this way if you follow this path. Just accept and celebrate the existence with all its different dimensions and paradoxes. Treat it like a mystery. Treat it like a miracle, right? I think it was Albert Einstein who famously said that there are only two ways that we can live our lives. Either everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle. So it is up to us how we want to live. Do we just want to analyze through our logic, trying to control intellectually? We will miss the whole juice of life itself, and we will never understand it. We will never understand it. Other way is to simply treat it like a miracle and enjoy it, celebrate it, just like that man eating a few mangoes in the mango grove, enjoying and then just leaving. So don't judge anything. You continuously judge what is going on as something is right or something is wrong, something should have happened this way or something should have happened that way. This keeps on going in our mind and it just sucks the whole life. Become aware that whatever happens in existence is auspicious. Again, we come to the same theme of this whole section, understanding and realizing that everything in the existence is auspicious. Naturally, we will see that deep acceptance will come and full celebration and joy will also follow. In Sanskrit, the word Shiva means causeless auspiciousness. So for no reason in particular, auspiciousness is overflowing all the time. You too are continuously expanding and growing, whether you accept it or not. So every birth, every action, every single incident happening in your life is increasing your frequency. It is raising your intelligence. No matter what we usually label as crisis moments of our lives, the bad happenings, the negative happenings, even they add something. Even they teach us a lot. Even they teach us lessons, give us depth. Even pain gives us depth of character, more understanding about life and how to deal with the difficult aspects of life. So everything adds something. So everything is auspicious. Causeless expansion is happening in you also. But you may or may not experience it this way. That is a different thing. But the truth is that we are always expanding, expanding, expanding. Every incident that is happening in our life is only adding something to us. So now let us watch a short clip where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be taking us deeper into the understandings. Just give us a few moments. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be shedding more light on this topic of acceptance and celebration. Fundamentally, everything is auspicious. And once we accept ourselves, we accept the world, we see a deep sense of peace and joy manifests in our inner space, and we move closer and closer to the manifestation of Paramashiva in our lives, both our inner world and the outer world. So let's now head over to the short clip from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Any circus, people will feel entertained only for a few days. After that, bas, it will be such a loneliness, such big boredom. People can't live.
Yes. So we will now be moving next to the internalization exercise.
As we learned in this session, in this whole world, there are only two kinds of people. The first kind feels whatever's happening in the world is against their will, and things have to be slightly altered all the time. Such people will try to alter, judge, criticize, and develop the things happening in the world according to their ideas. There is the other group, a rare group, that feels like whatever is happening is auspicious, Shiva-like. Whoever feels what happens is auspicious. Live in Shiva consciousness, in eternal bliss, in celebration. So let us now enter a meditation process where you're just going to sit by yourself, close your eyes, and allow any thought, person, or situation to come to your mind. If it is a positive thought, a person you love, or a situation that you cherish, feel deep gratitude for it and see it go away. If it is a negative thought, or a person you don't like, or an unpleasant situation, feel gratitude for that too and bless it. Anything that comes to your mind, bless it with a deep gratitude. You will see that in a few days, your whole attitude becomes soft and compassionate. You will start seeing things with great compassion and receptivity. So now just sit and witness everything that is happening in your inner space. Whatever comes, let it come and bless it. Take that conscious decision to bless whatever shows up in your inner space from the deep gratitude, knowing that everything is auspicious. Yes. You can now open your eyes. Let us now get ready. And from this power space, move on to the next round of our power manifestation. We are going to continue to manifest the Ashtamaha Shaktis. In this round, we are not going to increase the size of an object. We're going to increase the size of our own body. Many people have dreamed of increasing their own body size. Many people struggle because of their height. This is one of the powers which can directly empower you, knowing that you can simply change the size of yourself, like Hanuman, when he grew gigantic, just to then shrink down to the size of a thumb, just to trick that Rakshasa who wanted to prevent him from crossing the ocean to Lanka. As we are manifesting this power, we request all the participants to please first measure your own body height so you can confirm that your body height has increased. For that, you can just stick a piece of paper to a wall with some sticky tape and take a book or something of that kind and a pencil, placing the book on the top of your head and then marking your current size. After the power manifestation, again, measure your body height and compare. You can even declare the amount, the size you want to increase. You can say, let me grow by 2 inches, and then manifest the power intensely, and then after that verify whether you have manifested this amount of height. Requesting all the participants to please take the preliminary measurements and turn on your video recording so we can enter into this round of the power manifestation. We'll give a few minutes of preparation and then we enter into the power manifestation.
Yes, let's take a minute. Take the initial measurement of your height. You can use a measuring tape, or you can mark your height against the wall, stand against the wall and mark your height. Put maybe a notebook or something flat on your head, top of your head, and against that, just mark your height. Take the initial measurement before we enter into the power manifestation round. Yes. So we'll now be entering into the power manifestation. We'll be increasing our height. So connect with Swamiji. We'll be connecting with Swamiji, invoking that space of oneness within us, visualizing him in our third eye, and from that space of oneness, making a strong conscious declaration for our height to increase. And while chanting the Mahavakya, holding that space within us for the height to increase, we will be playing the Mahavakya for all of you, so you can chant along with the audio, invoking the space of oneness and manifesting the power of increasing your height. So let's begin.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Yes, now take the second measurement and compare the before and after, and make sure to let us know by how much your height has shifted throughout this power manifestation. If you took the video recording, make sure you record this step as well and share your video in the social media to enrich everyone with the science of power manifestation. Giving everyone a few moments to share and verify this power manifestation as we're getting ready for the next segment.
Yes. So we will now be moving to the next segment in our series of sessions today. And this segment is going to be on the topic expectations, how we cherish expectations in our life and the impact the expectations have on our consciousness, on our day-to-day life. So this section is going to be on expectation is the culprit and how to let go of these expectations. Give us a moment.
Yes. Expectation is the culprit. Understand? When you try to sit down and make two lists, one including all the things that you have, and one of all the things that you don't have, the first list should include every single thing that you have, starting from your eyes, ears, hands, and legs, because there are people who don't have some of these. Include all your physical and mental faculties before moving to material things. If you write very sincerely, without leaving out anything, you will not be able to complete the first list. That is the truth. If you find you are unable to finish the first list, it means gratitude has started happening in you. You realize the abundance that you are already experiencing. The problem is that there is a continuous expectation in us all the time. That is why gratitude doesn't happen easily. We continuously receive input from our eyes, nose, ears, tongue, and our sense of touch. Based on this, we are continuously expecting something or the other to happen in a certain way. When we see someone who has a better house or better car, it registers in us. When we hear of some great achievement by someone, it registers in us. Our energy moves only outward, constantly following our five senses, never inwards towards ourselves. Gratitude is when this process reverses and you suddenly awaken to the abundance in you. With gratitude, there is no expectation or greed. Working with expectation is like pouring clarified butter into the fire to quench it. Can you quench fire by pouring clarified butter in it? No. It will never stop burning. In the same way, you can never feel fulfilled if your actions are rooted in expectation. You will only tire your senses.
And you can live either in expectation or in gratitude, never in both. With expectation, there is a desire to possess things. You become the owner. With gratitude, you become the enjoyer. When you are the owner, you enjoy only the few things that you own. When you are the enjoyer, you enjoy everything in existence because that doesn't require your ownership. When you look to own, nothing will seem enough. When you enjoy, everything seems to be overflowing. That is the difference. In a village, the night guard was on his rounds, blowing his whistle periodically. This is a story Swamiji sharing. So he had an earthen pipe that he smoked. He filled it with tobacco and searched for a matchbox. He didn't have one. He went to the nearby hut where an old lady lived and asked if she could give him some ember from her oven. The old lady said her stove had not been lit for the past 3 days and that she herself was managing with the little food they gave in the temple. The guard went to the next house and asked if he could have a matchbox. They said that they themselves had taken a burning log of wood from the neighbor to light their stove. Now they neither had fire nor a matchbox. The guard decided to go to the village chief's house where the maids would surely have a matchbox. So what happens next? He went and asked them for a matchbox to light his pipe. One of the girls looked at him and asked, "Fire to light your pipe? Why not use the lantern you are carrying?" The guard couldn't believe his eyes. He had been carrying a lantern all along while searching for a matchbox. When we believe that what we need is always only outside of us, we will continue searching like the night guard. When we believe that existence always gives us what we need, we will find everything within us all the time.
Yes, your very body language can change with gratitude. When we work with expectation all the time, we will carry a subtle violence in our body language. It is not deliberate violence, but inherent violence. We become a little sensitive to our body language. If we become a little sensitive to our body language, we will be able to catch this. Watch yourself when you type on the computer, when you handle phone calls, how you place the phone receiver back in the cradle, with what aggression you walk, how you close the door behind you, how you hold your child's hand, everything. You will see that everything carries a subtle violence in it. You can try this. The next time you close the door, remember and observe how you closed it. Now open the door once more and close it again softly with tremendous gratitude and awareness until it closes completely. Feel yourself when you do it. You will observe the difference between the two experiences. The second time you will feel suddenly soften inside yourself. This is the effect gratitude has on you. With the gratitude, your entire body language changes. When you start experiencing deep gratitude, your responses to situations change. You start resonating with existence. Your body will flow with that resonance, with a cool grace and softness. All your actions will arise out of this grace. There will be no violence, only joy will be flowing. Then anything you do will make your life only sweeter. Let us now listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as he is sharing about expectation and gratitude. And yes, let us receive the powerful commissions.
How the gratitude becomes a spiritual practice today. Very funny, but a very mystical incident. Today, Pradosha Puja was there. Means before the discourse, around 5:30, the puja for Nandi. Today is the day Mahadeva gave Shivasutras to Devi. Pradosham is the day Mahadeva spoke these teachings, these sutras to Devi. Today we have one of the wonderful, very powerful technique, sutra. So we had the puja, Pradosha Puja. During that time, when Shiva gave the sutras to Devi, we usually do puja to Nandi. The story is that Shiva told Nandi to be in the entrance and take care of all the devotees and visitors who are coming, because he is giving the sutras to Devi. So that 1.5 hours, Nandi was in charge. Usually it is very easy to get things done by secretary. Then going to the top. So all boons and whatever people ask, Nandi just disperses it, no problem at all. Because 1.5 hours, he is the authority. And it's like for a few hours, if you are given power, what will you do? You will just disperse everything to whoever wants. So anything you want, which can't be done according to the dharma, some extra favors, that is the right time to approach. Nandi is the in charge. We always do the puja to Nandi. Today I went and sat there, and after the puja, the archana started. I was in such a deep silence and samadhi. The archana was going on. Slowly, I saw behind me the group which was sitting, 1 or 2 people were little uncomfortable, not settling down. Of course, I did not see physically, but because I was in samadhi, I can see very clearly what is going on in the minds, like a worms moving. I saw few minds little unsettled, little irritated. I was thinking, this presence, anybody will fall in tune so beautifully, so wonderfully. What is the problem? I saw few guys are not able to, were a little agitated because that brahmachari was chanting the mantra. He chanted the name Nityananda also, along with the mantra. These few, one or two brains doesn't understand the Rudra, the traditional Rudram itself, there is a word Nityananda. It's a name of Shiva. It's name of Mahadeva. And I was just seeing. And another one funny thing is, I did not even remember or listen, it is my name, because I was in such a deep samadhi. Never feel, that's my name. And there are few intelligent guys, maybe who had the click or initiation, who had that gratitude or the love. I saw the more they heard that word, they were able to feel more and more connected, because, understand, the experience with the master will intensify your true devotion. Usually, master is used like an object to create devotion in you. Many of our disciples come and tell me, Swamiji, only after I felt connected to you, only now I feel connected to all the puja, rituals, tradition and everything. Till then I never had connection with all those things. All those things people used to do, I go there like a ritual. Only now it makes sense so much. It makes meaning. Master is like a window or a door. Feeling connected to him or grateful to him will open a new door of being grateful to everything. Feeling connected to everything. Few people who had that click, I saw very beautifully they were able to settle. And the few people, and even those few, it is not that they never know or never had any blessing or never had any benefits from the master. They had. But that gratitude, the thanking attitude has not started. If that starts, you will stop judging. Thanking is one of the very powerful quality. In our first meditation technique, the first meditation program, the 7th technique, the quality to open the Sahasrara chakra, the ultimate chakra, is gratitude. In gratitude, you will stop judging and fall in tune more and more and more. I saw today beautifully the power of thanksgiving, consciously. Power of thanksgiving. That those few guys, they also do not know traditionally the Nityananda is one more name of Shiva. If you chant the Rudram, the original Rudram, from the Varanasi edition, there will be a name Nityananda. And I saw the person, both of them do not know. Person who got agitated and person who felt connected. Both of them do not know traditionally it is the name of Shiva, so it is getting chanted. And the person who did not get agitated, he had some gratitude. Because of that, that name only connected him more and more. The person who did not have, because of that one word, one agitation, he was not able to connect to the whole ritual. The whole ritual. I just smiled and I understood the whole thing. I smiled and turned to the priest and said, stop chanting. He stopped. He just chanted only a few times, then he stopped. If you attended the puja, you would have seen why suddenly Swamiji stopped the recital of his name. That was the reason. Understand, whenever the one simple quality of gratitude, if it starts, gratitude is like a small fire which can burn all your karmas. All the karmas. Anything which you carry on, which you brought, which you are accumulating, anything can be burnt. A simple remembrance of gratitude, not only to the master, to every being, to everything. It brings so much of sensitivity. It brings so much of love and so much of settled feeling, so much of connected feeling. It can just move. I saw the person who was agitated a little bit, whose mind was complicated, His mental thought, the structure was, why should his name being chanted? And he doesn't understand. The person whose name is chanted, he doesn't even remember it is his name. It is his name. Somebody asked me in the discourse, why should you be there and we should be here? I told him very beautifully, actually understanding these few ideas will really give you the deep insights about Thanksgiving, where we miss and what we miss. I told him, because I am nobody, I am here. Because you are somebody, you are there. Understand that if you are somebody, even if you are made to sit here, you will think, I think for my qualification, it should be little better. Wherever you go, whatever way you are respected, you will feel that something more has to be done, should have been done. If you are nobody, whether you are respected or not, you will never bother. You will be in such easiness, comfort. There will never be a disturbance. Person who has become nobody, wherever he is, he will be comfortable. Person who has become somebody, wherever he is, he will have some complications, some misunderstanding. The gratitude will make you as nobody. You will be a flowing energy. You will be just flowing energy. I have seen that flowing energy in the poems of Sufi mystics. Sufism is completely the tradition based on the gratitude. And the way in which they flow, it was such wonderful flow. It was such a gratitude-based tradition. It does not take any training at all to have the divine experience through Sufism. With all other tradition, to have divine experience, the experience beyond mind, it takes quite a lot of time. First understanding, then sadhana, austerity and all those things. With Sufism, it doesn't take time. Straight away it happens, because every step, every teaching is directed towards thanking, gratitude. So, understand this one great quality. It can really transport you to different plane.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं.
Yes. So as we all saw in the previous session, we learned about the beautiful expression that is gratitude, and how more and more expectations takes us further and further away from gratitude. So let us now do a small internalization exercise to drop our expectations and live in gratitude. Because as Swamiji just said in the video, that gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for us to literally straight away enter into the divine experience, experiencing the divine. And it is like a fire which can burn the whole forest. And once we start inculcating this habit of living in gratitude, moment to moment, we will see that our whole life is transformed. Now let's do this exercise on how to live in gratitude and how to drop the expectations. So let's go step by step. First step, pen down where in your life you let your expectations pull you out of the space of gratitude. Would have been many incidents, many moments in your life where because of the expectations you fell out of tune from the space of gratitude. So pen down where in your life you let your expectations pull you out of the space of gratitude. You can start penning down, list down at least 3 or 4, and then we will move to the next step. So let's begin.
Yes, let us now move on to the next step of the exercise. Now, pen down what you feel would happen if you decide to drop these expectations that you have penned down, and pen down 21 things which you are grateful for. Let us really sincerely look in and pen down the things that we are grateful for. This is one very powerful exercise that is recommended to be done every day. Just look in and see what you're grateful for. This will really shift your space and drop the expectations and bring you to the space of gratefulness.
And make sure you pen down even the smallest things which we don't even really observe or just take for granted. Our eyes, our ears, our body parts, our hands, our feet, everything. If you just look closely, so many, the list would be you would not even be able to finish the list. Or at least for the sake of this exercise, let's list down 21 things in your life which you are grateful for. So let's begin. Yes. So now let's move to the next step. After you have penned down 21 things that you are grateful for, now pen down 5 ways in which you are going to express gratitude in your day-to-day life from now on. It can be as simple a habit as just thanking Swamiji whenever you, let's say, you receive something in your life or whatever experiences you go through, thanking Swamiji for giving you that experience. When you eat, thanking Swamiji, or whenever you have a good experience, you thanking Swamiji, and also even going through rough experiences, also at the same time being thankful, being grateful that something is getting added to your life, some experience is getting added to your life. So like these, just list down 5 things or 5 ways in which you are going to express gratitude in your day-to-day life from now on. So let's quickly pen down these 5 ways. Yes. So we hope you have penned down 5 ways in which you are going to express gratitude in your day-to-day life from now on. And at this moment, now decide to share your gratitude with the people in your life, because it is with the people who are a part of your life that your life is literally happening, because you experience your life through the people, the immediate teamally that you have. So all the good and the bad, all the joys, even all the sorrows, whatever you experience in your life, it is with those people. So share your gratitude with all those people who are a part of your life.
And when you make a conscious decision to approach these relationships in gratitude and share the gratitude that you have gained, like what you're experiencing. Like the example with the door, the second time you close the door just a little bit softer. Like that, when you have the conscious decision to act out of gratitude, you open the space of possibility for this gratitude to shower back on you as well. From the moment you start interacting with the person, if you establish yourself in the space of gratitude first, you're going to mirror that into the other person and you're going to receive the same experience back. From this space, let us now get ready for the final round of power manifestation of the day. We're going to continue to manifest the Shaktis, the Ashtamaha Shaktis.
Yes. So today we are manifesting the power of Ashtamaha Shaktis, and in this final round, we are going to manifest the power of decreasing the size of an object. So let's all get ready to enter into this power manifestation round. Let's take a small object on which we're going to manifest this power. And then also, at the same time, let's all take the initial measurement of the object. You can use a measuring tape, or if you don't have a measuring tape, you can also use a piece of paper, keep the object on the paper, and mark the dimensions of the object. So let's all take a minute and take the initial measurement of the object on which we are going to manifest this power of decreasing the size of the object. So as you all know, for all the power manifestations that we are doing today, we are also making sure that we record the power manifestation, we record the video, so that we have something that we also can refer to at a later point of time. It becomes proof for us that we have manifested this power, and also for others who can extremely benefit when they watch someone else manifest powers, so that it literally just destroys their whole doubt on this power manifestation science, and they also get inspired to experience the powers of Paramashiva.
Yes, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism again and again shares that when you are inspired, when you are in that high mode, that is when you have to become active. You have to start sharing. Only this way the experience will be bolted into you. It will express in your every dimension of your life. If you keep quiet, you have the spiritual experience, but you don't share it with other people, you don't make it as part of your very life, you might remember it, but the experience itself will not stay with you. Over time, it will fade away. So enrich other people, involve them in your breakthroughs, enable them to have the experience as well. Understand, we are manifesting these powers from the space of oneness. So naturally, if we are expressing the oneness through other bodies as well, that is when we go to the next level.
Yes. So now let's get ready to manifest the powers. Let's start connecting with Swamiji by chanting the Mahavakya, invoking the space of oneness within us, visualizing Swamiji in your third eye. And from that space of oneness, make a conscious declaration for the size of the object to decrease. And while we are chanting the Mahavakya, connecting with Swamiji from oneness, hold that space of this for the size of the object to decrease throughout the entire duration that you are chanting the Mahavakya. So let's all now enter into the power manifestation session. Let's all begin.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nityananda.
Yes. Now relax. Now you can take the final measurement of the size of the object to verify the power manifestation. Just make sure that you use the same measurement method and you measure the object in the exact same way so that there is the uniformity for comparison. So let's take a minute quickly. Let's take another final measurement of the object and see how much we were able to manifest this power and decrease the size of the object.
Also, let us know in the chat about the result of your power manifestation.
Yes, you can also share with us your experience of the power manifestation session, how you experience it. And if you have any doubts, any questions, any queries, you can also feel free to ask. We'll be glad to clarify whatever doubts or questions there are. It can be related to power manifestation. It can be related to the powerful cognitions that we received today, or any internalization exercises, or anything under the sky. Anything, any doubts or any questions you have, feel free to ask. Let's make this interactive day in and day out. We are moving further and further into touching upon various dimensions of our life and bringing completion and infusing that energy of Shaktipatha from Swamiji directly. We will see that different aspects of our lives are opening up, and we are even discovering that we have so much power and powerfulness inside us, and it's just a joy to express all this energy in our life and create the reality that we want. And in this journey, we also want to be with you. So feel free to share your experience, clarify your doubts, so that we can help you and guide you along the way on how to manifest all these powerful cognitions and powers fully, completely, authentically in your life.
Yes, at this point, we also want to encourage all the participants to join the full day of the program. This will yield you the greatest benefits, give the right context of the Darshan. So, understand you are going through the process of the day, the organizations, the organization exercises, and receive the knowledge segments by the time. When it comes to the Darshan, you have the clarity what you want to manifest, and you also have to look at how to do it. So when you ask for the boons and we of our ways, then the energy will be you will be receptive and how to take the right steps. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism becomes everyone to start the day with yoga. So learning how to mind for the daily yoga sessions. Yes, we already come to the conclusion of yet another day of Paramashivoham Level-2. To thank all participants. So take with us to the very last one of the day. And I look forward to seeing you all again as we're going to dive into the Shiva Sutras. Learn the deep truth, Sridhar, and Day5.
Yes, and we also learning about him of touching meditation. She has which is one of the greatest gifts and most profound gifts to magic, which has the power to bring peace and complete well-being to the manifest. So we begin all this receiving these gifts tomorrow directly from the various various exercises as well. Now, exciting session tomorrow beginning because the Dhyan Yoga, the Vinyasa 3-hour intense yoga session, so that it can really prepare you to go through all the drilling processes and initiations and withstand all that energy that you will be showered with all throughout the day and manifest Paramashivatva in all the various dimensions and glories. So for now, we will now be ending today's day of Paramashivoham Level 2 with the chanting of the Purna Mantra. So let us all hold our hands in the Atmanjali Mudra, declaring complete completion within ourselves and with the rest of the cosmos, having the feeling of gratitude towards Swamiji, towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, for manifesting through us and giving us this gift, this great blessing of happening in our lives as our Guru. Let's chant the Purna Mantra now. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, everyone.
Nityanandam. Thank you very much.
Shivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda